Yeah, that's how I start my streams. You know it. You know it. That's how it goes. Yes. Hello. Hello everyone. How are things? What's going on? I'm trying to get my stuff set up, and of course it's not working because nothing ever will work as I would like it to work. Dang it. Maybe I can get it to kind of work now, sorta. So this looks a little bit better. Just ever so slightly better. Oh, I should drink something. I should start this stream with a wee bit of a draft, or rather a draught, or something thirst thing. So something I'm noticing on my monitor systems is that sometimes when there's ads, people get very different ads. It's kind of weird. Anyway, welcome back. Tonight we're gonna go do some TTRPGing again. We're gonna pick up off where we left off last time, and we're gonna go try and play around a little bit. See how things go, how things are. And maybe, just maybe, my throat will not die. Which would be just peachy, honestly. Good evening, meat sauce. How you doing? Boy, howdy. What's going on? How are things? How's life? How are you? I'll just wait for a moment for people to say things because I have a very good plan, which is nearly none at all tonight. Pretty average, but for me, that's okay. Listen, I wish I had that kind of way of looking at things more often. I sometimes have the same way of looking at things, but just not always. And I think it should be an always thing. Or the majority of the time thing, you know? I think that would be good. So, a few things have changed since last we sat together last Monday on this. Mainly that I figured out that the thing I built to run all this in actually isn't persistent enough. So, when I closed my browser, everything was gone. Luckily, we didn't do much at that point yet. So, I managed to, well, or rather, I started the whole project over. And I rebuilt the whole thing kind of almost from scratch again in a slightly different system. So, yeah, that happened. So now everything looks slightly different and also kind of wonky because it's for sure not done at all. I can edit now, which didn't work. So there are certain things. I've created a party screen thing, the very baseline of it anyway. It also doesn't fully work yet, but it works well enough, I think. Because today we will be gathering our adventuring party to go help save Rocco, or to start the investigation into maybe possibly eventually hopefully saving Rocco, which would be, you know, kind of nice, I think. So yeah, that's what I got prepared for today, sorta. I was tinkering with it until like the very last second tonight. That's also why I'm a little bit late. But that's where we're gonna go. So the system is everything is still alpha. So even just the thoughts I have are a little bit alpha. So let's go and create as a first character there. Now the problem is, I do have a function to add a portrait, but it doesn't do that yet. So we'll have to imagine them and give them a name and other things that are more important. And of course, starting from scratch is always the most fun thing in everything. And we're not going to use the regular D&D system, but we're gonna try our own thing, and we'll see how that works. So let's say, looking at our chronicle, looking at our little tiny glade here, let's add a little bit of a village sound to it as well. I mean, there are people here, you know. There's a little bit of life there. We would try and find ourselves a party of heroes, maybe 4 or 5 or 6 or however many, that will go on that quest. And we, as the High Council, would of course try and maybe we hold auditions, or we send out town criers who try and find the brave souls. And in this village, there are plenty of brave souls. So that's what we're gonna go do. Have you got an idea for which of these houses might contribute to the first hero? So they might be from the temple, from the rich goth house, from the rich non-goth house, from the Red Lion Inn, from any of the smaller houses, from the bathhouse, from the stone mill, maybe someone responsible for the gardening around here, something like that. We're pretty open on this, really, at this point. So, chat, what do you think? Or rather, Meatsos, because I think it's just you and me tonight, for now anyway. So I'm wondering, what might you think? Where from our lovely village of Stonybridge, inns being a source for adventure is always a go-to, but it's too cliche. Well, it would be people who live in this village, not necessarily people who are traveling through, though it could be someone traveling through, of course, and maybe that is indeed the first adventurer that we find in Stonybridge. It's not even someone from here, so they're a little bit apprehensive and might not know the rest of the people. So yeah, let's start with a traveling adventurer, or just a traveler. He might not even be yet an adventurer. He might become one through this whole situation. Now, going to the party screen, we're going to go create ourselves the very first character. Have you a name for this mysterious traveler? They might be of any sort of gender. I have certain races, though, that I have in mind for this setting. So we have humans, dwarves, elves, halfkins, orcs, fae, skregs, and whirlins. Skregs being a mix of lizard and stone people, and whirlins being basically any sort of... basically a kind of changeling that can change into animal forms or hybrid animal forms, basically. So that's whirlins. Think a werewolf, but not just contained to wolves. Think animorphs. So those are the races. Maybe we start there. That might inform the name more. Or we start on the name. That might inform the race. Any which way is kind of fine. I can only think of Steve. Is that not the name from the character from Minecraft as well? But I think Steve is just fine. And that might not be suitable. I think Steve is a lovely name. I think that also informs his race. Let's make Steve a fae who was named Steve as a prank. Like, fae are mischievous people, right? And his parents were pre-pranking their son by calling him Steve, because it's just such a name, such a human name. And maybe that might also lead to his ambition. Earn himself a name that isn't Steve. And maybe that is why he's out here adventuring. What do you think? Kind of like that song, A Boy Named Sue. Basically. So his name is Steve. He's a fae. And the way this works, or the way I think or hope I want this to work, is instead of having like 5 different skills, we have 3 that inform everything. And everyone in this world is gifted in one thing, meaning this is their best skill. The other ones are randomly assigned a number. So Steve is either of the brawn, so more of a physical person, of the mind, so an intellectual, a thinker, something like that, or of emotion. What gift does Steve have? Maybe not emotion, because he might be kind of pre-hurt. Brawn. All right, so very good. Steve the Fae is a brawny lad. He doesn't get a portrait right now because I was thinking, okay, maybe we draw the people as well. But yeah, as I said, I failed to implement this function properly beforehand. So on health, he starts out. I don't have any theory on how to calculate health. So him being a brawn, I think, would increase his health and defense and everything. So if you say the base start is 10 for everyone, he would probably have a 12 for all of them. Because he's just that, good. I don't even know if we ever need attack and defense. I have no clue. Maybe those fall away at some point. But his ambition is earn a name that isn't Steve. I think that's a good ambition. Does he have another ambition? He might have multiple, but he at least has one. Everyone has one ambition in life. Even if it's just doing nothing. That is ambition in its own way. I don't even know if I can edit them at the moment. These aren't very villagey sounds. Let's give maybe some city as well. I'm blanking on ambitions. Alright, fine. Then he wants to earn a name that isn't Steve. I think that's... Oh, I think I know what's happening here. Why we don't have a village going on. Because I never started the village sounds. Okay. Now we're in the village. Now we're in the nice little village of Stony Bridge. There we go. Let's be transported away here. Alright, we don't have any notes. We'll just add him. So now he exists. Steve the Fae. And the thing with all this is basically he is brawn. So he has a d12 on brawn. And if we want to roll for brawn, we roll a d12. And if we roll for mind, we roll an 8, so he's not very mindful. But he's fairly in tune on the emotion side of things. His ambitions are earn a name that isn't Steve. He doesn't have any boons or curses yet, and we don't have any notes. Yeah, I have not yet allowed us to edit this. But we can retire him, we can bury him in case he dies, and we can delete him entirely. So those I know work, and we can add a curse and a boon, which then potentially would influence these roles, basically. So if we add a boon, we give it a name and a description, which for some reason takes a while until I'm allowed to do that. We can give it a selected skill that is affected. We give it a value, so just a numerical value. And then we say if it's a curse or a boon. If it's a curse, the value gets detracted, subtracted. There we go. And if it's a boon, then it gets added to the final roll. So depending on what they do in their subtracted, so depending on what they do in their little adventures and on their ways, that might be how it goes. And there might be things that make them better, stronger, faster, harder. Yeah, okay. So for now, he starts out as a base person. So we have someone I should have put in the notes that he was a adventurer, a traveler in Stony Bridge. I should have put that in there. But I can. We'll do better on the next one. Is he still there? Yes, Steve is still there. That's good. So next up, we need someone else. So Steve, as the town crier, sets up right here on the crossing of Stony Bridge, next to the Stony Bridge. And he calls out, by decree of the Imperial High Council, we seek to assemble a brave party of adventurers to help undo a most vile curse cast upon our dear Rocco Rex, beloved general of the Imperial armies and heir to the Imperial throne. Whoever feels they have what it takes to undertake the perilous journey and face the many potential dangers ahead to save our dear beloved Rocco Rex, step forward now. And as the town crier finishes his little speech, forward steps Steve. Obviously, we could have a little description of Steve there, but I think we'll leave that to the fantasy of each of our visitors, listeners, lurkers, viewers, whichever way we want to go there. I don't even know if I'm allowed to put the Dungeons and Dragons tag on this stream, honestly. Like, there isn't really anything else. Like, we could be just chatting, but I don't think that really works. Or should I switch it to just chatting? I don't know. It's a little bit odd, you know? Like, there isn't a TTRPG category, basically. There isn't anything like that. So we have to make it a category, but I don't get to make up my own category, sadly. Anywho, so who steps up next? Now that Steve has already raised his hand and said, "Yeah, I." What's with my throat? Oh God. Jesus. Sorry. I gotta be careful with the low voices for some reason. I, Steve of the Fae, I will be the first to go and find a cure for the vile curse so bestowed upon our beloved Rocco Rex, and restore him, I vow, to his stony self. Ooh, I'm now realizing that Rocco is probably a Screg. I didn't even think about that. I just wanted stone people, because stone people are cool. Alright, so who would step up next, now that Steve has made the first step? Maybe... maybe like the miller's apprentice, who has always kind of looked at the people at the inn and felt like, damn, what interesting lives they must be leading. I wish I could lead such an interesting life as well, but I'm stuck here in Stony Bridge. It is a lovely village, mind, but I don't think I'm meant to just live here. Sounds good? Very good. So now, this man, or young person living in Stony Bridge is, I would say, I mean, I don't even have imps in here. How can I not have imps in my own race list? Let me add this. Imps. Imp is a race, and this one is an imp. There we go. I can make up the rules as we go. Alrighty, so what's an imp name? I feel like an imp name might be a verb. You know? Imps are very active creatures, not me. But imps overall, in general, are very active creatures. Chalky because of my throat issue. I like Chalky. That's a very good imp name. It's not a verb exactly. He's always covered in flour. Okay, that's his nickname. That's his nickname. I like that. That's his call sign. Always covered in flour, hence called Chalky. Miller's apprentice in Stony Bridge. There we go. Okay, so his actual name is Humming, because that's his name. Like, imps are named the verb. So he is called Humming. That's his birth name, Humming. And his last name is... Let's see. Bristle. Humming Chalky Bristle. I think this is going very well. I think we're making some good stuff here. Alright, so what is his gifted skill? We can also, if we feel like it, we could also do stuff like roll a d3. Though I don't have a d3. I don't think. I have a d4. It's the lowest I can go. I should have made 4 of these. That might help. I feel like he might be an emotion lad. I think it just got to him a little bit. That people just never really took him serious. But he's smart. He's emotionally very smart, I think. He doesn't belong here. So, his health will be, let's say, 11. His defense will be also 11, but his attack will be higher because he can suss out the weaknesses of someone, because that's maybe each of these gifted skills also informs what the starting values for these are, you know, and then the boons and curses can add or subtract from these as well. Maybe that's how I should build it. All right, now we need an ambition for him, and maybe his ambition is simply to be taken seriously. That's all he wants, really. But people just kind of scoff at him and don't take him all that seriously because he's just Chalky. See, Chalky is covered in flour again. What a little fool. What a little jester. What a little joker. Alright, let's add Chalky. Now we got Humming Chalky Bristle, who's an imp of emotion. And already it's becoming a party. So Humming steps forward, or Chalky rather. Chalky steps forward, of course, all covered in flour. The miller scoffs and kicks a rock, shakes his head. Yeah, ain't never gonna be nothing, boy. You get them weird ideas out of your head, huh? You be destined to work in the mill. That's all you're good for. And even that is kinda hard to believe sometimes. There are some chuckles in the crowd because Chalky has been made fun of a lot in his life. Hence, he wants to be taken seriously. Finally, just anyone. Steve gives him an appraising look and then just an approving smile and a nod. And Chalky lights up a little bit at that. Maybe this is the start of something good for Chalky. And up he steps. Up he goes. So now we have 2 people. Look, I have a little counter here even. I don't know why this looks like I can click on it. I probably made it so, but... yeah, we have a little count. So we know our party is 2 people right now. Isn't that lovely? Steve pats Chalky on the back and immediately regrets it. Love it. Yes. Yes. We're story building. There we go. It's happening. Indeed, Steve is now quite covered in chalk himself, in flour dust. Right. There we go. Now let's look. Where will we find our next adventurer that might be willing? Oh, I have an idea. Maybe we have a surprise, a little surprise here. Out of the ruin from the old mill, we'll need a refresher of the houses. Okay, let me go through them again. That's a very fair point. So down here's our bathhouse. Over here are just simple basic dwellings. There's another dwelling somewhere here, I think. Here we have our food storage and dry storage. This is our mill. More basic dwellings. All these here. This is the oldest house in the village, though. Here, this is our temple with doors to jump into the river for ritualistic purposes. This is our inn. This here is a condominium house. Like, either it's a lot of rich people or a few rich people living here, or it's just, you know, a multi-family home kind of thing. And over here we have our goth vampire type mansion thing. Which, mind, vampire is not a race. Vampire is a kind of curse. So it's, you might become a not vampire starting as a vampire. So it's not a race. You're still some race that has been turned into a vampire, basically. So that's different. But this is where the vampires still live. For some reason. In their little gothic castle type thing. But I have an idea. While you think, maybe let me pass my idea by you. I feel like in the old mill ruins, maybe unbeknownst to all of the villagers, a Scrag has been living there. He's just disguised himself as one of the stones, one of the ruined stone pieces. And he has watched the people of Stonybridge for a long time. And he thinks these are good people. And seeing that the people of Stonybridge are willing to risk their lives to go on such a quest, maybe he or she, or they, or them, feels, I can do this too. I should do this as well. I should be more than just a cornerstone of a ruin. How about that? What do you think of that idea? Good idea. Nice. Alright, let's go. I think we'll have a she here. So she is a Scrag. I hope Scrag isn't some derogatory term somewhere. I should probably Google this before we use it. Regulatory analysis of single-cell multi-ohm gene expression. I don't think Scrag is a problematic term. We can use Scrag. Alright, so the Scrag, and it's a girl with, I think, mind. Just because she has been sitting there and thinking the whole time. All those years. Just sat there and thought. Thinking about everything. So, lowest health. Pretty high defense, honestly. You wouldn't think it, but they know how to evade an attack. They know. Name of Scarp. Oh, I like that. That's a good name for a Scrag. Ah, I like that. Scarp. Oh, I like that. That's good. Wait, can I do this? I think I can do this. Oh, I can add a little diamond there.
Minute redeemed. Waving hands.
Hey, good evening,
greetings,
Minna.
imps.
Welcome. Hello. How you doing tonight? So nice of you to join us. The sound is off. Damn. Sound is the most important bit. I'm joking. I wasn't even saying anything there. Time to practice lip reading. Oh, I made it harder there. Saying a lot of nothing, but looking like I was saying anything. Something. Should have learned sign language, yeah. Well, Beat Sauce, you just have to transcribe it. Maybe I should put that on my list. Find a plugin for subtitle generation, you know. That could help. OBS subtitle plugin. There we go. Oh, workout is redeemable. Yes, Rookie hasn't shown up tonight yet. Let's see if Minna redeems it though. Let's see if Minna does that. Anywho, so we have Scrap the Scrag, who is a little diamond in the rough. And the attack is middling. Knows how to defend itself, but you know. Okay, so lived in Stony Bridge as a cornerstone to the old mill. I do it, but I'm so low on points. You know what? I think it doesn't hurt me to have one stream where I'm getting a little bit of leeway. You know, I think that would be good. So, Scarp the Scrag lived in Stony Bridge as a cornerstone to the old mill ruins, watching the people and thinking about life, the universe. No, we're not gonna copy. Just about life. Saw the bravery. You could also just do some workout of your own choice. You sound like my doctor. Grow as a person. I think not. Not today. No, it's a very good idea. It is a very good idea. I agree. It is a very, very good idea. I should probably do that. Saw the bravery of others volunteering for an adventure. I'll tell Rookie if you don't. That is almost a threat worth taking into account. That is actually, yeah, that's a problem. That's a possible problem anyway. I'll have to keep that in mind. Saw the bravery of volunteering for adventure to save Rocco Rex and felt inspired to become more than just a sedentary Scrag. So, ambition? What would the ambition be? Be part of something bigger. That's what Scarp wants to be and wants to do. Save her kind, surely. Also that, yeah. To save her brethren Rocco Rex from the vile curse. And be part of something bigger. Alright, very good. So now we have Scarp, we have Chalky, and we have Steve. We have all the heroes that you think you want. But I think we have room for one more at least, because I also want to see if this is working as I intended, and there should be a new row in the party section opening up once we add another person there. So yeah, let's go have a quick look again at our lovely little village. Let's let Minna decide the next. I think we have to explain to Minna first what we're doing, and you kind of have to do that. Unless you'd rather me. I mean, I can also type in chat. Let me do that. I don't know how bad typing is for you, honestly. Like, is that a problem? Because if so, I would spare you the effort and pain. If you were to allow me. Please do save my fingers a bit. Very good. Okay, we'll do that. At Minna. We're building the party to go save Rocco from his curse. We have 3 party members now, and we'd like you to think of who might volunteer next. It can be from any of the houses in the village, or even just a traveler. The following races are available to choose from: human, dwarf, elf, halfkin, orc, fey, imp, scrag, stone people, and verlins. Which is think werewolf, but for any type of animal. All right. Let's hope that's enough information, and that Minna is even still here to participate. I mean, would be like they could just be lurking, being nice about it. And that's certainly a possibility. Let's give them a moment before we soldier on. To interject, also, the 3 so far are a wanderer from the inn, an apprentice from the village, and another of Rocco's race. Yes. Very good. Thank you for adding that a bit of info. I assume, like, if you're watching this on a phone, you can't read this for all that it's worth. No way, no how you're reading this. So I'll just bring up our nice little village again in hopes of that getting, you know, maybe that works. Maybe that helps. But I also wonder how long we should wait. Meat sauce, can you use text to speech? Like, I feel like that might be actually a really good use case for you. For chat participation. Surely you mean speech to text? I surely actually do mean that, yes. I like that, like, Twitch did a new update and they show you this information on the people in chat. And they hold it back. Like, I don't think the message even popped up, so thanks for the ban, by the way, I appreciate it. But it's like likely a ban invader restricted. I like that. That's a very cool new feature. I don't get it. Anyway, okay, so I think Minna is gone. Or dead. Or both. I hope not. That would be horrible. So let's let's journey forth and set up the rest of our party. And I think once we have our party together, we might need to do something else for the rest of the stream. Because I think we need to be a few more people. I don't want to have all the writing put on you, Meat Sauce. Like, that feels like I'm doing something bad to you. So I feel like I need to make a more... I I need to make a much greater effort on the next Monday stream to be sure that more people are joining tonight. So maybe we have to go switch over and play some Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. So while we just chit-chat about stuff. But let us add at least one more to the party, and we can just continue this on next Monday stream. In hopes of having a few more participants then. So let's see. I would like a dwarf. I like dwarves. And dwarves are pretty friendly with Scregs, because they both are mountainous people, races. So we have a dwarf here, and he is called Malak Stonebender. No. Stone Mender. And the Stone Mender clan is a clan of protectors. And he has also brawn. And he gets, what was it, 12, 12, 12, or 11, 11, I don't know. The site was very dodgy, by the way, not a surprise. Do you go check those out? Like, that's the risky click. That's a real risky click there. So, ambitions is also to save Rocco Rex and support, what was her name? Scarp. Do we have a heal or something there? Spell? I don't know. Star? Yeah. He gets a star. I do not ever visit the sites, but I do Google for them. Alright. Very smart. Of course you're that smart. I mean, I knew this. That's not a surprise to me. To save Rocco Rex and support Scarp. That's all he wants. He's just a supporter. He's good. His clan, the Stonemenders, are ancient allies to the Scregs, and will Sudden Mission wants people to stop calling him short stuff. I like that one. I like that one. Wants people to stop calling him short stuff. He's not even that short for a dwarf. Why is everyone calling him short stuff? Is he Malak short stuff Stonemender? I mean, we have Chalky like that. I think that's also good. Shorty? Okay. Shorty. Or Shorty. Although Shorty and Chalky maybe sound too similar. But that's okay. That is just room for confusion. Where people they might encounter are like, I thought you were Shorty. No, I'm Chalky. Oh, now I get it. You know? Like twins, but not. I mean, I grew up in my class, when I went to elementary school, in my class, there were 3 kids with my first name. So I know this problem well. Go with it. Very good. Alright, so now we have... Oh, this is working well. Very good. So we have Steve, we have Humming, Chalky, Bristle, we have Scarp, and we have Malak, Shorty, Stonemender. And this is our party for now. Maybe on the next stream, other people will also add one or more to to the party. But now we have at least this going already, which is nice. So we set up some of that. And that's very good, I believe. And now, because that's about as far as I was going with it, and I was hoping there would be more people tonight, so it would be a larger discussion and all that, and it wouldn't be just you and me, which I absolutely like. But again, your hands, I'm trying to be kind of sensitive there. So since it's you, you get to make a choice here if you like. On the table for things we could be playing now are Necrosmith 2. But 7 Days to Die, I haven't played that in a while. Satisfactory. And Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. Halls of Torment or Vampire Survivors. More players input would be better anyway. Broader pool of ideas. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, I think we have managed. We did something good here, but... yeah. So should I repeat the games? If you like, you get to make a choice. I'm fine with any of the ones that I know that I mentioned. We can play anything. Anything of what I just mentioned. We could even play more Company of Heroes 3. I still have that installed. I'm dithering between 7 and Satisfactory. That's a good dither. That's a good dither. Though Satisfactory might make you very angry. And very upset with me. I don't know if that is such a good idea. I think I'm a little bit better in 7 Days to Die. That you don't have to be angry with me. Or sad about the things I'm doing. Only if you dismiss advice. Now, I don't feel that I'm dismissing advice if I choose to do something different. That's not the same as dismissing it. That's also not saying it's not worth it. But I get where you're coming from. It's just... I don't know. I hear you. I appreciate you. But it's not how I'm gonna do it. Like, that's... I don't think that's the exact same thing as being dismissive. At least I don't feel, but... you might very well feel very different about that one. So what do you say? That's fine, of course. Just don't one-word advice away with a simple nah. Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair. Now I feel like I have done that, and I'm very sorry that I did, if I did it in the past. If I wasn't expressive enough on where the nah is coming from. Let's check. So, 7 Days to Die currently has 1,200 viewers. And Satisfactory has 18,000 viewers. So definitely no one's gonna go see us there. But that's okay. Let's switch over to Satisfactory. I don't quite remember what I last did there, so let me shut this down. And let's go ahead and boot up that game. Like, I gave up playing it more after thinking I had done the right thing. Stream title reminder. Yes, thank you. I just updated that. I was typing it out. Like, I was doing a thing where I was building that new screw recipe that we talked about, if you remember that. And I thought I had it right, but I didn't. And then I was like, nah, I'm not touching this again. I'm done. That's kind of how it went. Because I felt like, damn, I have this completely figured out, but I didn't. Surprise, surprise. Let me switch the game so you can actually see it. There we go. Now let me continue that so I can show you exactly what I did wrong. I think if I play Satisfactory, I need to have an Excel sheet next to me on another monitor. Okay, so go look at the first fixing. That will be good for both of us. It's It's the only thing I have left, really, that even exists. So I built it twice, no less. I built it. I was so confident in that I got it wrong that I built it twice. I built it wrong twice. And my problem with taking it down is all that random resource stuff that's gonna lay on the ground and all. So okay, I have overclocked this thing here. You know what? Let me bring up the Excel sheet because I'm so bad with numbers. I just have to I have to note it down somewhere. Otherwise, I walk away from this miner and I will not remember how much it outputs. Like, I look at it, I know 150 per minute, but I'll just not know. I will not remember. So miner 150 per minute. So that's how it is. Let me type that down. And then I split this into 5 smelters, which are 30 each. So, that's 5. And let me create a sum here, which is basically this equals that times that. So that comes down to 150. So these use 150 ore. Okay? So this is correct. Up here, to this point, it's still correct. Quick question. What conveyor level speed are you up to? 3. I'm up to 3. So I'm feeding in on 3, which is enough to service that. And then out of the splitters, I use a regular because they just can take 30 and these carry 60, so that's fine. So these are good. These are running on 100%. The mine, curiously, isn't. But that might be because I let them all fill up for a moment. And it just kind of has to stop sometimes. So it can keep going. But I don't quite understand that. Like, the output and the input are a match. Yet, it does that. No idea. Anywho, it might be another problem. Because they might be stopping and then it's kind of backlogging there. Yep, the miner is sometimes full, which it will stop mining. Yeah, I think the problem is ahead. Okay. So next, here's where the problem starts. So to understand this problem, we have to look at the recipe that we're aiming for. To see really what we would like to get. So this here, if we do it over 100, it would take let me see. Goal is screw 250. No, quad. Yeah, 250 per minute. And iron plate 90. Name per min number sum. And here we just have one of each, so that's fine. So that's our goal. Okay. Now, walking back a little bit, now that we know that, I've written it down so I can recall it without having to look at that thing. So we know that our output from the smelters is what? Our output from the smelters, I think, is the same input. Yeah, it's 30 in, 30 out. I need another column here. Per min. In per min. Out per min. So that's 150. Some in. Some out. Okay. So that is some in, and that is some in, and that is also 30. And that is this times that. I'm building a sheet here. A beast of a sheet. So this goes 30 in, 30 out. We know that. Now a plate, an iron plate, needs 15 per. Iron plate in per minute is 15 ingot, and out per minute is also 15. Yeah, that's for the screws. Excuse. Yeah, thank you. The plates must be over here then. Somewhere there. Nope, that's... Alright, no, wait, no. This is all iron rods. The plates are way over there. Way over there. They are here. Alright. So iron plate takes 30 in. And it outputs 20 per. Okay, and then we need rods for the screws. And the iron rod is 15 in, 15 out. So you get 90 plates, you need 120 ingots in. Yep. That sounds about right. No, that isn't right. 150. Let me see. I probably can build a formula here. Excel formula solve for X? Is that a thing? Let me learn some Excel today. There is something called goal seek. Interesting. I didn't know that. What the hell does goal seek do? How does that work? Right, that's one way. Method 2, applying the solver add-in to solve for Excel. I'm assuming the solver add-in is whatever this website is trying to sell me. That's usually how these work. Okay, anyway, I can just fiddle about it. So to get to 90 iron plates, I add a goal there as well. Okay, so our goal is 90 iron plates per minute. No. So it's actually 135 needed in. The problem is we can't get to 90 without adjusting input output. So we would need 4.5 basically. We would need 4.5 constructors taking in, as you said, 135. That is correct. So we need 4.5 constructors for that. And if they take 135, what miner type is it, by the way? It's a Mark 1. I don't think I can build Mark 2 yet. Let me see. Oh, I can. Oh, why did I not do that? Let's do that maybe. Let's start there then. Let's start with the obvious. That might be very well needed. Yeah, I agreed. Okay, did I get these refunded? I think I hope. Okay, let's overclock this baby. So that's 300 per minute. Very good. So So that's double. That helps us. That helps us. So now, of course, we also need double the smelters. So we need 10 smelters. So we need 10 smelters to get these 300 ore here under control. So assuming you provide 135, that leaves you 165 left over to make the screws. Yeah, okay. So we need... Let me check what we need for the screws. Well, actually, I can honestly just do this. I learned that. Okay, so 1 iron rod... No, that's not how it works. No, I actually do need to look at that thing. Ah. Whoop. Okay. So 10 screws take 10 in and 40 out. And is that enough? Also, please look at your O list to show the screw recipes. I only have this one. I might have another one ready as a... I don't know. Let's go check if there possibly is another one. I don't quite remember. How do I turn on the light again? There. B. For, I don't know. Something. Okay. No, we don't have another screw recipe. Yeah. We don't have one yet, though. Okay, let's go back to our issue here. Actually, I should have put this thing down as well. I didn't. Oh yeah, I have it. So we need 250 per minute. So screws we want 250 per minute. That is... Oh, I can just do that. I can just do this divided by that. Should be that number. So we need 6.25. An alert, by the way, saving up too many hard drives will cause you to lose some forever. Huh? Because there's like a limit to them? You can have only so many saved? That's a good warning, thank you. Okay. So, to supply 6.25, so 62.5 is what we need. No, that can't be right. No, it is right. If we have power shards, use 5. Use 6 constructors for the screws and overclock 1. I mean, I have a few, but that feels a little bit like overkill to do. I'm making reinforced plates here. I don't know if that's important enough for this, you know. Okay, let me try and wrap my head around the rest of the math, please, for a moment. I should probably wait. I should probably let you see the Excel. That might be a little bit more interesting. I mean, did it just really say it might be a little bit more interesting if you could see the Excel? Damn, we're getting exciting up in here. We're really living large tonight. Let me try and bring that up here. Window capture. Excel. Okay, I need to be a little bit careful here. Nope. Just a second. I need to be a little bit careful. Window capture. What? Okay, there we go. Let me just... Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Very good. And the stuff I wanted to not show immediately showed up. Perfect. Well done, me. Well done, me. Ah, it's fine. Anywho. So this be our Excel right now. So let me try. I know what you're saying, and I know that you're doing all the math, but you need to let me do the math for myself, like in a way that my brain goes with it. If you just throw numbers at me, that doesn't work. Like I'm just gonna glaze over and nod along and be like, yeah, sure. Math, sure. I know you can do it. I know you got it, but let me try and figure it out. Is this... like, can you read this? Sort of problem. Okay. So what I need to figure out right now... I can see already that you won't have enough. Well, that's good. Let me come to that conclusion myself. So I need to figure out how many iron rods do I need. So... Wait. 4.5 plus 6.25 does not equal 10. It doesn't have to? It's not... That's okay. I don't know. I don't know where you're getting that. Why that would need to be the way it is. These are on each line. This is not... Okay, let me... let me think for a moment. No, that's my bad. Carry on. Okay, let me think for a moment here. Alright, so... we're getting 300 from the miner. That's good. To work through the 300, we need 10 smelters. All good. To get then the 90 iron plates, we need 4.5 constructors for that. All good. That's not a problem. Like 4 and 1.5 if we don't use any power things, which I don't think we need to use. Maybe. I don't know. And now I need to figure out how many iron rods we need to feed the 6.25 screw constructors we need to get the 250 screws out. So that means our goal for the iron rods is 62.5 because each of these takes 10. And if we have 6.25 of those, we need that times 10. So 62.5 of that. So now we need to figure out by putting in numbers here. So we already know that 4 is getting us close there. You know? Like 4 is getting us close there. But I can do just this. I can just go ahead and do the same calculation as I did here. And that gives us the number. So basically, yep. So we need 4.16667 constructors for the iron rods to get to the 62.5 that we need to spread between the 6.25 constructors for the screws. And all that together will then give us 250 screws and 90 plates. So now the question is, do we have enough iron coming in here to actually do that? So what we need is a consumption per min. because that's on the singular. So now we need to kind of multiply this. Is, well, the smelters don't. I mean, yeah, that's fine. So this is equal that times this, basically. And now the question is, are these two in sum larger than the 300? Good evening, dude, for Bruce. I'm trying to understand the math, and I'm using Excel like I would at work to play the satisfactory game. How are you doing? How are things? Let me pull this down a little bit, maybe. Swell. Love it. Okay, so what we now need to do is we need to sum up the consumption per min, and that's 197.5. Swell. Make a chainsaw. Okay. That would have been so cool if I had it on my hotbar. Done. Is it satisfying to use Excel to play Satisfactory? Good evening, Solaki Alien. So glad you could join us. How are you doing? Okay, so a little bit of Emperor lore. I'm very bad at math. Well, actually, I'm not even that bad at math. I just feel like I'm really bad at math because my math teaching career or my math student career wasn't great. It was literally my worst subject. I nearly failed my high school exam thanks to math because I was forced to take it. Thank you, Germany. And it ruined my chances of becoming a psychologist because it pulled down my average so hard. So yeah, I blame math for everything in my life. Anyway, so the spreadsheet is just kind of trying to help me wrap my head around the big numbers, just to keep everything kind of together there. So we can have one production line that kind of works. You know? So let me get a sum of this down here. Equals sum is these two together. So that is what we need. So this is all that we need out of the smelter. We can't get that out of a level 1 smelter, miner. Wait. Oh dear. No, iron plate and rods use. Okay, now that's fine. We have a equal on smelters and miners. That's all good. That's all good. That's all good. That's all great. So we could calculate all this down. Basically, if 1975 is our goal here, we can just pull up this. And there we go. Now we know exactly how much we need of everything. Isn't that lovely? You guys are a little bit too late. We started out tonight's stream with building a little bit on our TTRPG thing. But then no one was really there yet. So we kind of put it off until next week. So Meat Sauce isn't forced to write his little fingies off and be the only person here in chat to really contribute stuff. So you get to be part of trying to rebuild this whole thing. And next Monday, okay, listen here. Next Monday, we're gonna go continue on our TTRPG thing. We're building the party that will be sent out to try and lift Rocco Rex's curse. We already have 4 party members that have been found in the village of Stony Bridge. And next week, we're going to go do more of that. So if you would like to join us there, I would very much appreciate it for you to join us. Also, good evening, Rookie. Thank you so much for looking out for my health there with the redemptions. And also, no, I will not read the PDF on satisfactory water logic. I will not do it. This is way beyond my wheelhouse. 20 pages. No. I don't. I barely even read 20 pages of things that I would like to read. I'm not making time for that.
Lucky second just redeemed.
That's
Dice.
just not
Roll the
happening.
dice.
Does it have pictures? I think it does, yes. But I don't know if that's enough. There are a lot of images. I don't care!
Rookie second just redeemed.
Darn
Dice.
you!
Roll the
Okay, let me...
dice.
Like 50% pictures and diagrams. Why do you want me to read this so hard? Like, did you write this? Is this your job? For fluids, this will be necessary. No, it will not be. It will not be. Not in my world. Okay, meat sauce. Did you read it? After AFK for a short while, we can help him create this production line. We've already calculated everything. I just have to build it now. I know what I need to build. What, Rookie, you can really help me with is if I take all this down, there's going to be stuff on the ground. What do I do with the stuff in the ground? Not yet, but I will read it. Oh, God. Dear almighty me. I think I need to throw out Satisfactory of the rotation. People are so into this. See, so Lucky Alien gets it. It's still 10 pages, even with 50% stuff. So let's get to the redemptions, maybe. Let's get to the redemptions. So that's 2 dice rolls. Let's see what the cards hold tonight. I'm not invested enough in Satisfactory to read 10 pages on water physics. I'm sorry. So that's a 12. Create a storage for your inventory. I did that, but that's too much. Like, I built this thing over there, that, and it's already full. We rolled the 12. And that's, ooh, Emperor's Discovery queue. And we're going to go through the whole thing because I always go through the whole thing, even though I say we only go through a little bit of the thing. Next roll is a 9. That's right there. And 9. Let's see what the 9 has tonight. Ooh, Art Attack. I draw something that you tell me to draw. Dump your inventory, then you have a lot more inventory. Yes, I understand. Doggo from Satisfactory. All right, Rookie, it's all your redemptions. You make up your mind in which order I do these. First the workout stuff, then the art attack, or how, in what order would you like me to do these things? Let's see. And I take a sip of water while you think. Cool. All right. Let's do the workout first. Anyone who wants to do it alongside with me at home, now's your chance to suffer with me. Suffer the wrath of Rookie because I don't read the water document and he will torture me until the rest of my days because I failed on the water document. Okay, let's remove this here. And we start with them squats. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I just had pain when I didn't know the techniques in there. What do you mean? You saw my water pipe setup. It's great. Iron meat sauce increase our energy production to 20 gigawatts. That's crazy. That sounds like a lot. Probably. All right, curls. Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah. Done with the curls. No, it's not 2 gigawatts. I don't think so. That sounds like a lot. 126, I think, is correct. See, I can't even do very simple math like that without immediately doubting myself. It's a curse. It's a curse. Yeah, I know I can check in the power pool. I can also check here. No, I can't check here. Damn it. This is just a storage. Fine, you want to see a power pool? There you go. See, told you, it's not. Okay. Cherry pickers. Stretch out the fingies, pull the fingies back in. Do that for a minute. Really crunch down the hands. Really grabble as if you're grabbling on for your little life. The forearms should feel something. Also, my dear fellow streamers and content creators, Bruce and Solaki Alien, how are you doing? How are your streams going? Solaki Alien, I really enjoyed your art stream. That was super fun. The emotes turned out so great. And like, I watched you and I sat down yesterday or earlier today, I don't remember. Maybe it was yesterday evening. And I thought, okay, I've seen how Solaki does it. I have seen how you did that. So I felt like, man, I can try and just, just copy it. Just look at your little emote and try to do the same thing. And I completely and utterly failed halfway in and abandoned the idea. You made it look so easy. And that, I think, is a sign of a true artist or someone who actually knows what they're doing in any capacity. So I appreciate that. That was really cool. You just need to try again. I'm aware, but I'm easily scared and startled. And read the PDF. If you say that one more time, I'm throwing Satisfactory out of the gaming rotation. Because if me playing Satisfactory will devolve into read the PDF forever now. No. Okay. You said. Dump your inventory. Nope. Where was it? Where did you say the... You said in what order to do it. Why can't... there it is. First workout, then art, then discovery. Okay. Okay. Right. I keep saying okay. I'm aware. Photoshop. Let me bring in the doggo from Satisfactory doggo. I'm sure this will yield the correct result, which I think is just precious. Okay, this will be bad. Let me set up my little tiny tablet. By the way, Solaki Alien, do you use a tablet? I would assume you do, but assumptions are the devil's playground. Don't assume things if you can just ask and get a true real answer. I do use a tablet. Cool. Is it one with a display? Like, is it a real fancy one? Or is it more like mine that doesn't have a display? Because if you don't have one with a display, I think we need to start like a drive to get you funded for one with a display. You are the kind of artist that would definitely do great things with something like that. Okay. Let me set all this up. The game has to go away for a moment so we can see the Photoshop. And now I need to bring in a reference image, which is this thing. And now we need to make the reference image a little bit smaller. It's a good old one without a display. I mean, I'm not saying it can't be a good one without a display, but I feel like you could do plenty of things with a display. I think displayless ones are easier to work with ergonomically, but I've never tried one with a display. No, you need like a big one, you know, where it's like the whole table. It's just the display. They're really huge if you get one that costs like more than a house. Okay. All right. So we had a time limit on the last one, but with 1 minute, that might be a little bit too little. to get this down, but we're gonna go, we're gonna do like 2 passes. We're gonna start with what can I do in a minute. Though I'm gonna cheat a little bit and pull me some color from this already, and I'm gonna put it on its own layer. Alright, so what can I do with 1 minute? And what can I do with like 4 minutes after that? Okay, then we were spending 5 minutes on this, and then we go through the discovery queue. Alrighty, okay. Let's start with the basics here. So it has a little dome there. It has little eyes and a little snoot. Boop boop. And it goes a little bit like this. Actually, it doesn't go like this at all. It doesn't go like that at all. See, even if I'm drawing it from looking at it, because it's kind of sharp like that. Oh, this is Boba Fett now. Well, very good. Oh dear. Let's give it its little jaw here. And the little ear things, the little ear flaps. Give it a bit of a body. Oh god, 9 seconds left. Disney lawyers coming onto your location. No, please, not the Disney lawyers. Those are dangerous. Okay, so in a minute I managed this. Which... let's see what I can do in 4 minutes now. Let's see what I can do with the rest of the time there. Whoop. And down there a little bit. And whoop. And whoop whoop. And whoop. And now the scales kind of there on the back. I really wish I had the space to set up VR stuff and play with something like Open Brush and do 3D art in VR. It'd be so cool. See, that's what rich people don't understand about non-rich people life. Is that just having enough space to do things is a luxury in itself. Like, we just don't have that kind of room that you might need to do cool things with your life, you know? Okay, let's give him some little eyes here. And it's kind of black on the outside there. The tongue is perfect. Yes, thank you. I appreciate the support in the tongue business, that you pretend that this is the perfect rendition of this creature's tongue. I appreciate it. So let's get it, these little folds here that it has. Oh my god. This is horrifying. This is kind of horrifying. Oh no. No. We're taking this color here. Okay, that's ever so slightly better. You know? I'm doing the shadows on the wrong side and everything. There's 2 more like little things going there. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's a little bit like an enemy from Mass Effect and Dark Souls enemy. Needs a bit more mouth though. Yeah, I agree. It does. It does. Let's kind of fill this in a little bit here. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This is literally how a 3-year-old draws. It's I assure you, My acrylics are much better than this. I don't know how to do it digitally. This is completely beyond my understanding and ability. There's a little bit more blue in the back there. Kinda. I'll just throw a little bit more blue in here. Doesn't really matter. Yeah. Now it looks like a Wii character. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I think it's a near perfect imitation. Is better than life, basically. Could add a little bit of a shadow here on the side there. Which is a little bit of a shadow. Doesn't even look like a shadow at all. It just looks like scribble scrabble. Which, to be honest, it is scribble scrabble. So like the hovering hamburger effect. Yes! Right, that's true. That's a good likeness. Okay, so this took me 5 minutes to make. This will, of course, go to Discord as well. Maybe we can see progress over time. Maybe we can see progress. Not really, but Solaki, I watched you and I was like, damn, it's so simple. You're doing it so easily. It's working. And then I try myself and I think I'm doing similar things, but I definitely am not. So it's like, what is even going on here? You know? The front looks like the main character from Mass Effect when you look onto its back. I mean, you're seeing plenty of things in there. And if it evokes emotions in you, it's art. I live by that creed because that makes my art a little bit more palatable. But, Solaki, really, if you ever want to do a collab stream where you try and tell me what I'm doing wrong and help me improve or become a passable digital artist. And I'm happy to share my acrylics as well to show that I'm not completely hopeless. I think I'm not completely hopeless. Like, my acrylics are kind of decent. They're not great, but they're good enough for my taste. Like, a lot of mixed games again. All right, so that's that. And now we bring up the Steams because we're going to go have a little jog down Discovery queue. Let me do that. Where's Steam? Steam. There we go, everyone. Let's check out what we got. Rogue Waters. Rogue Waters is a pirate tactical turn-based roguelite. That is a lot of words. That is a lot of words. I don't trust games that have a lot of words in there. Like, a lot of buzzwords, let's say. They can have a lot of words, but if it's just a buzzword thing, like, what is this? Do I care? I mean, maybe it could be interesting, but there's like tentacles clipping through the ship and it's turn-based. So turn-based is already like a big no for me. So excuse me, I'm sorry, but not my cup of tea. Doggo says woof. Are you baiting me? Zoocosis, this is a horror thing. That's definitely not me. It's also mixed, so... Economics. A quirky mix of roguelite and city builder. Build a lively little city above by looting mystical caves with a team of gnomes below. Use multiple runs to unlock upgrades and abilities to help your gnomes to venture deeper into dangerous underground. I mean... Woof is almost like bark. Bark is almost like back. Oh, okay. Alright, got it. There you, that's cool. Oh look, this game also has liquid mechanics. You think they have a PDF on that? I'm just referencing the art attack I saw a moment of. Yeah. All right, got it. So, I get the concepts maybe, but I don't think it's for me. Why is everything turn-based these days? Let's see. Turn-based sci-fi strategy game. Can you stop with that, Steam? Why do you keep recommending me turn-based stuff? I don't play it. I don't care for it. Though it does look kind of cool. It looks a little bit like Heroes of Might and Magic, but in sci-fi. Which I did enjoy Heroes of Might and Magic. So, you know, that might actually work. I don't think I can give serious art advice, but as long as it is relaxed and not too serious, a collab like that could work. I don't think it would be serious. No, it would be jokey. But we can see, you know, like we can try. We can have a pre-collab stream call where we just check the vibe if we can work together, if that kind of works. I don't know if other streamers do that, but like if I were to onboard a new person onto a D&D campaign or anything, I would have a session 0, you know, just kind of check, do we get along, does that work? Because we might not, our styles might not work so well. So obviously that's a chance, and I don't want to ruin your stream. I'm fine with ruining mine, as you can see, but I can give myself art advice. Don't do it, you're no good at it. No, that's not even true. Collab session 0, good. Very good, very good. We'll circle back to it. You get your stuff sorted out for affiliate and stuff, and I'll leave it to you. You give me a signal when you feel like that might be a thing for you to do, because I don't want to stress you. Turn-based sci-fi, yeah. Like, honestly, it looks literally just like Heroes of Might and Magic 3, but in sci-fi. This is almost exactly what that looked like, sorta. Which is, I think it's very funny, but not for me. I used to play these, but I'm better now. You should do it. It's fun. No, it's actually true. I was never good in how my hand controls. Now my hand control is bad. I'm very much ungood. Nah, yeah. I mean, I get that your medical issue is definitely not helping. But looking at what you're doing with your model building, like, that's pretty good. I think you have a knack for it. And it's with me, like with my acrylic stuff. You know, actually, I have a few examples of my acrylic stuff actually on this, because I keep talking about it and I never show it. Let me show you something good and something bad. Let me see. Okay. So why is Steam suddenly blank entirely? That was a bit weird. Oh, because I'm no longer hovering over the window? Interesting. Doesn't have to be accurate to be enjoyable. Choosing colors, working with different materials, there are more than just the precision work to art. Spoken like a true artist who can teach people about art. Eh? Let's see. Do I have? I do have. Studio mode. Alrighty. Okay. So I'm going to show you now. This is an acrylic painting I made. Photographed, obviously. Which, I mean, if I have to explain to you what it is, then probably it isn't as good as I thought it might be. But yeah, so with acrylics, I think I'm somewhat okay. I'm happy for feedback here. Maybe I'm thinking wrong. You're right, of course, but the realistic thing is all I'm interested in. Ah, yeah. Yeah, realism or naturalism, that kind of sucks. That's difficult to achieve. So here is my point that I kind of, you know, I'm not entirely hopeless, I think. And it took me forever to understand how to do things that look like mountains, sort of. My brain just wouldn't deal with it. Couldn't deal with it. But now I like them. Now I like doing them. I need to understand a basic thing first, and then I can work off of it, you know? That's the same thing why I have, I see a scarp over here. Oh no, I'm in the way of the true scarp. Let me show the true scarp. Where am I? There. The true scarp is over on this side. Reference from earlier. I got that reference. I was there. Okay, anyway, let me stop with that. Oh wait, one more I want to show. One more I want to show. Oh, no, it's fine. It's not working the way I want it to go. And that's a little bit too difficult right now. So, back to the Steam Discovery queue. It's a pixel art thing with story stuff. A fateful meeting sets off a chain of reaction upending Mark's life. People disappear and memories prove unreliable. Uncover hidden truth with Mark and his friends in his narrative adventure and race to unravel the mystery before it's too late. That night sky and mountain was very atmospheric. Thank you so much. So, Lucky, if you're interested, look in the Discord for attempts at realism. Yeah, in the community shares on our Discord, there's some model building stuff. So, definitely not for me. This is another Dave the Diver waiting. But I like that it is overwhelmingly positive. Like it looks like a game that people poured a lot of heart in, and I like that when they are successful. Ooh, Sword Art Online, Fractured Daydream. I really liked Sword Art Online as the anime, but I think the games are all pretty trash. Plus, this seems to be from the later seasons where it's like the gun stuff, but it's also kind of mixed with the non-later season stuff. So I don't think I would play Sword Art Online games, really. Terminus, Zombie Survivors. That just looks nearly identical to the Project Zomboid icon, and that is an immediate ignore for me. Trying to live off of the infamy of something other, that's not cool. But it looks a little bit like GTA 1? Or was it GTA 3? One of the early GTAs looks a little bit like that. But yeah, where are my manners? The mountain scene was very cool. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I like doing mountains. Because I know how to do them now. So, you know, practice does make perfect. I mean, not perfect, but practice is the key. Pyrene. Let me guess. Turn-based combat. Yup. Instant ignore. Such a shame. Beyond the Stars. Build a city on the back of a space whale and learn to coexist as you journey through the stars. Manage intricate supply chains and the needs of your people. Okay. It doesn't say turn-based. So maybe this could be something to check out at some point. Looks interesting. I don't think I'll wishlist this, but interesting concept. I think there was a similar game recently that did something very similar here. Call Hal now, the crime lawyer, drug lord tycoon. Okay. I'm not for tycoon games. I just don't care enough. Like, why would I want to build a fictional business? I'd rather have an actual business. This is already enough work. A completely self-contained portable version of one of the highest user-rated games. Okay. Cool. Meat Sauce, were you saying you're not good at it? That looks amazing and is definitely art. See? Now you got the stamp of approval by a real artist. Not just us Shlomos saying that. Now you have to believe it. Okay, start over. An unpredictable survival journey. Solo co-op online. This is just another Unreal Engine thing, isn't it? Just another asset flip. I appreciate that, but it's very different to actually coming up with concepts. I dare say. But that doesn't make it less art-y. Okay, back into the game we go. And now let's redo this thing. I need my Excel. I need my Excel. See? My water is pumping. It's going. It's perfect. I don't need no PDF. Alright, so I have to tear nearly all of that down. I'm saying nearly because the smelters, they can basically stay. Those are already good. I have to tear down nearly everything after that. Also, only nearly, because I can just work off of what we have. Pretty much, I think. Oh, wait a moment. Wait just a moment. Oh. A thing occurred to me as well. Yeah, exactly. Yep. That is also what I was just thinking about. Conveyor belt only goes up to 270. So that's an issue right there. Aye, it is. Okay, let me adjust. Let me adjust my Excel. Also, we have a black screen. Oh, yeah. I'm a fool. Thank you. There we go. There we go. All fixed up. So how much time do I have left? We have enough time to maybe attempt this. Okay, so I need to check. I need to change the Excel. Because we can only deal with 270. So the smelters will also output now if our goal wait. Well, that's fine actually. That's really not a problem. That's not a problem. We are looking to reach 197.5 anyway. So there's runoff, but we can use that elsewhere. So that's really not an issue. Actually, we're gonna go reduce the miner down because it's doing way over production than we need. We only need 197 out anyway. So that's all good. 197.5 is what we need. 197.5. That's all we need. That's exactly all we need. But you have more miners and ore deposits in case you need a top up. Yeah, okay. But I want to have like one thing that is just exactly right. Like just one setup. That's all I'm looking for here. So we need 6.58 smelters for this. Currently we have 5 set up. So we need another one and tune it down. Did Rookie mention manifolds? No. But I hope it stays that way. Okay, let me set up another smelter. Can I even pull off of any of these anymore? Yes, there are still some outputs left on this. But where do I put this? Can I put this there? I mean, I can just clip it through, I assume. Let's just get real messy here. Let's just get real messy there. And put that there. And now we use a regular belt out of there into there. So that should be fine. And now we get you some power, which hopefully I still have some there. Yep. And we set you to be a iron ingot. Okay, and that outer smelter here doesn't need to be at 100%, but this thing only needs to output us at... Wait, no, halt. No. I need 6.5 something. So I need another one. Make Ramson go up. No. Wait. I have 6. 6 needs to be full. I need a point something less. I could make ramps, maybe, potentially. I don't know. Let me try and make it halfway messy for now. That'll be fine. You want to come up with the concepts more yourself? Have you used CAD meat sauce? I have a friend who plays with CAD. Design castles for fun. That's crazy. People have such cool hobbies. Okay, we can't build on top of that. Also, we don't have another output here, so we would have to build this anywhere, somewhere else anyway. So we'll just build that here. I'll just put this one right there. That's the unloved child. Let's see if that works. Nope, of course not. I hate that. That's my least favorite part of the game. Having to reset things all the time because I don't put them right with how the belt goes. I don't like that. I wish it weren't so. There we go. Send this one here. We set down to iron ingots and we put it down to 58.33%. Basically. Good evening, Captain Birra. How you doing? How are things? I've used CAD on occasion. Technical drawing was the only area I felt I excelled in. Wow, that's cool. What did you do with it? Okay. Let's use up all the connecting slots here. That's great. Chillin' playing some Helldivers 2. Nice. You having still fun with it? I haven't played in a while. Stuff for school mostly. Alright. Alright, so we have the amount of smelters now. Which I feel like I'm wrong here. That's 3. That's 3. So we have 6. Wait. That's 6 and that's the 0.58 something. Enjoy the lurk. Good evening, Pixelart Dragon. Thank you so much for dropping by. I don't play so often, but I'm still loving it. You know what? Now that we have a few more people, if you're still chatty, I mean, nah. Next Monday, everyone. Next Monday, we're gonna do on-stream TTRPG with our own little system, where we're building a party to go save Rocco Rex from his curse. So be there to help us, because it requires chat. The High Council of the Empire needs to do decisions and push the story forward as I try and walk you through the story as yours truly, the DM. Okay, so we're pushing out all this. This is nice. This here will probably not run on 100%. 87%. Should work out in the end. Okay, so since I'm not tearing anything down, I'm just adding things, I think. So let's see. The smelters are done. And we need... Wait, how much does each smelter put out? 30. Okay. I don't understand. You play in D&D on stream? It is like D&D. It's our own system. I'm making it up. I'm coming up with a TTRPG system that we can play together. It's not D&D. It is like D&D. But D&D would require each of you to have your own character, which isn't really feasible in a chat. I mean, with the amount of people we have, it would be kind of, sort of, but then you would have to make sure that everyone is there on time with a character. Instead, how it works is together, we make a lot of choices. We're forming the party together. Everyone gets a little bit of a say on the party. And then I describe what happens to them. And then you get to influence certain things. We'll have some roles. We'll have some polls. We'll have some predictions. We'll have some things going on to integrate what chat can do in this situation without you actually playing something. In the end, like this is the very prototype, the first test run of it all. In the end, all people in chat would be individual gods of their own domains, influencing the bits and pieces of the world. But for now, I want to leave that part out a little bit and fiddle with the other mechanics that might be in it. So that's what we are going to do. on next Monday's stream. So if you're curious to be part of that little development, then be sure to come join us up. Okay, now let's think about this here. We have the smelter set up. We need 4.5 things to work on iron plates. Iron plates are over here, and they take in 30 ingots per minute. We have 1, 2, and 3. So we need 2 more, which we will directly attach to the things that we just built. So we need 2 more constructors here. Let's turn that thing. Oh dear. Oh me, oh my. So that's 1 more. And we'll just build another one right there because why not? Alright, and these here are iron plates. And now we bring in the input from very weirdly far away. It's this boy. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. I'm an engineer. Ah! Okay, I actually don't know what I'm doing. Let me in! Who built this? Okay, we have to build a little bit like up to here. I don't trust you. Okay, fair. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, and now we need to connect the other one from way down here. That's gonna go real well. That's gonna go real well. And this one here needs to attach to that thing up there. So we'll build it like this. And just shoot it right in there. Okay, so we need... What did I say? We need 4.5 of these. So this one here needs to be settled down to... Wait, no. No, one on the other ones. One that is fed out of a splitter needs to be scaled down. One on a splitter needs to be scaled down. So this boy here takes out of the splitter. So this one needs to be scaled down. Damn it. All of these are direct fed. That's not good. We need one splitter fed, not direct fed. Otherwise we're producing too much here. I'll just ask again. Is this all easier than just building a few ramps? I would have to redo all this here. It's not building a few ramps. I'm trying to get this done with as little work as possible. Just adding and modifying. And it's already a lot of work. Okay, how do I do this? 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 We need a merger here somewhere. We need... How many do we need? We need 4.1 out of these. Well, no, we need 4.1 of these. And we currently have 4. So we could overclock one of these. Let's overclock one of these. To be the... You need to be the... 116%. 106... let's make it 117%. Just to be sure. My D&D was cancelled today, and the next time we might play is over 1.5 weeks away, and I just got my little fairy wizard leveled up. Sigh. Well, you can join us next Monday for our on-stream TTRPG. Then you get your little bit of a TTRPG fix. I mean, it's gonna be a little bit weird, a little bit odd, but I think it's gonna be fun. Like, we had a good time so far of what little we did. Like, the first time we built the village where everything starts, Now we're building the party, recruited out of the village, and there's still a bunch of people that can join the party. A little character amount. So all that is fine. Okay. So I need 4.166 of these. Will this be enough? I don't know. How many do I need of the screw builders? 6.25. And I don't have that many, I know. But wait, do I have 6? I might have 6. Okay, I have 6. So one of these needs to be upgraded. One of these just needs to go faster. And probably on this side, because this one is going a little bit faster. So we'll just take the outer one. So this one here gets a boost to 125%. That's pretty simple. Oh, wait. There we go. You go up to 125%. And that should be all we need to do to get this properly going here. That should be all to get this at 100%. I mean, it will take a moment to get there, but it might just work. So Lucky Alien, if you're in the mood, we can switch over to our game, our little game thing, while we wait for this here to catch up to what it. Wait, I'm not outputting the plates. Oh dear, I'm a fool. Okay, yeah, that can't work because I'm not outputting the plates yet. I need to pull in 2 more plate producing things here. Okay, we need another merger. Let's see. I also only recently learned this, that you can do that. I wasn't aware. I saw someone do this. That is a game changer. For me anyway. And where's the other one? Right there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That looks all sorts. Also they need power. Yeah. Well done, me. I am truly among the very best. But I don't think we built anything else that might need power, so all this should be fine now. And this should gradually go up to 100% now. I'm hoping. Is the merge belt fast enough for the plates? Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it is. We can make it faster though, like that doesn't hurt us. It's a level 2 already. So that's perfectly fine, yeah. There's so many production lines going everywhere. What's the current goal? The current goal is to get this thing to produce at 100% efficiency, which is currently at a 69. Nice. Because I reworked this, so the input here should be correct. So it should get 90 iron plates and 250 screws per minute. I think on the screws we're good. The iron plates were the main issue, and that's what we just fixed, ideally. Like, it doesn't need to be filled, because the belt can go faster than we need. We only need 90, and the Mark II can go, I don't know, 120 or something. So that's fine. This thing here needs to be pretty much filled. Though, actually, it might never work, right? Because I don't have a belt that can do even 250. Oh no, 270 it can do, so that's fine. Mark III, that's all good. So this should go up to 100% now with the few adjustments that we did. with the little bit of math we did. I think I can only play this with an Excel sheet next to me. Like, there's no other way for me to do this. And I'm not gonna go beautify this either, because this was a lot of work to set up initially anyway, and then I did it wrong, and then it got me frustrated. But it's going up. Nearly up to 80% already. So that's kind of nice. Basically, efficiency is determined by, is enough coming in so it can keep going. If it has to stop, efficiency goes down. I'll make an example of a manifold for you, Imp. Maybe seeing one will show you the better ways. Sure. I'm open to seeing things and then thinking about them, depending on what exactly it is I'm going to be shown. Google's what kind of things can be produced in Satisfactory. You might be in for a ride there, because there's a lot. There's a whole lot. We got this little space elevator thing we're supposed to feed with many things, and this is still super basic stuff we're building here. Like, this is the second level of production stuff, really. It's nothing. It's nothing. At least I didn't have to tear it all down. And that is a deep hole to get into. So, Lucky Alien, are these kind of games something for you? I just want you to go on 100%. We're getting there. We're getting closer. I might have been right. I might have set things up correctly. I mean, even 90+% would be enough for me. I think. I don't need the 100%. I just need it to be close to 100%. So I can sleep again. And not feel like I'm a disappointment to everyone who has ever played that. I don't usually play games like that, but ooh, are you getting the factory bug? Are you getting an itch here looking at all these moving little parts and things and stuff? %? I'd never played this sort of game before. Now I play nothing else. It's kind of crazy how, I mean, it's in the name, right? Satisfactory. How satisfying it is to make a thing, even if you're not even making anything. But that's the IKEA effect. I love the IKEA effect. It's a very cool effect. If you build it yourself, you're just way more attached to it. If it were just like build a factory that builds the thing, you wouldn't be attached to it. Not nearly as much, like in RTS games. Our efficiency keeps climbing. So that's nice. Well, fortunately, there are a lot of other games that I want to play first. Well, it's definitely not a regular game to play. But since Meat Sauce and me were basically alone earlier today, Meat Sauce got to pick what we're gonna do next. So, Satisfactory, it was. I can see myself just getting sucked into that. Yeah. If I can, with my deep dislike for the mathematical world, which, by the way, again, I'm not saying I'm bad at math. Like, I built the sheet that I need. I can do that. I used to be addicted to Minesweeper. Nice. I'm more of a, give me something where I can continually forever incrementally upgrade my gear on a character, Are you playing with an Excel sheet? Yeah, I am. Want to see it? We just whipped it up on stream today, but this is our Excel sheet for tonight. Trying to figure out how many things I need of each, like how many factories I need to eventually get all that stuff. Imp, have you unlocked Blade Runners yet? Maybe. I don't know. We can check. I once had a 3-day period where I played Minecraft until 5 in the morning each day. See, that used to be me with World of Warcraft. Because just grind. But I like to grind for character progression more so than for building big things. I mean, this is cool and all, but character progression. How do I check if I do that? Blade runners. How do I check that? Blade. I mean, if okay. Probably not then. If I type it in here and it doesn't show up. Where would I know? How would I know? Is that like a speed thing? Do we go quicker with it? No. Here. Go to the equipment workshop. No. Doesn't look like it. What thing would that be here? I mean, I've been eyeing hypertubes, but I haven't started building the stuff yet. Like this stuff. I really want power storage. Yeah, so it'll be in the MAM somewhere. In the MAM. Okay. There's no search here. Good. Doesn't look like blade stuff here. Quartz. Blade runners. Here they are. So we need what? Silica? Which, how do we do silica? Costs 20. Do I have 20 of that? Sorta, but not enough to make. How much silica do you need? 1. And then 50 silica. So even if I got that first thing here. Wait, is that in here? Can I do that? I don't think I can. Okay. You need raw quartz, which you can maybe scan for. Is that not raw quartz? It is. How do I do the silica then? I have some in my pockets. Just put the raw quartz right in there. Go to the MAM. Yeah. Unlock silica. Oh, I'm a fool. I just have to put that in there. Oh god. Thank you. Thank you. And now can I can do silica.
Silica recipe unlocked.
All right, okay. Got it. And now we just craft a bunch and then we get those things, yeah. The blade runners. Let's check those out. Let's see something new about the game. How many did I need? 40? I think it was 40. No, it was 50. 50 and again, me and the numbers. 50 and 10. Okay. 50 and 10, 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 50 and 10. 50 and now 10 of these. Let's make us some stuff. Okay, we have the frames. Let's build a few more because we actually usually need some of these. Doop, boop. Start at the research. Doop. Nice. 200 silica. Gee.
Equipped to run faster, jump with greater force, and decrease fall damage that might otherwise have lowered your value to fix it.
20 silica. Do we have enough of that? Yes. So this surely is analogous to gearing up like in other games. No. No, I like this. I like this Diablo 3 gameplay loop where it's like, you have this thing. Here's another thing that gives you plus 10% of a thing. I like that. It does things to my brain because it's incomprehensible. Like it means nothing, but it means enough. You know? Alrighty. We built us the Blade Runner. And those go on the leg? Okay. Alright. Movement allowing pioneers to sprint faster, jump higher. Oh, okay, the running speed. Oh, yeah. Alrighty. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right now. That makes life also a little bit more dangerous, but that's pretty cool. Yeah. Agree. That's a lot better. Oh dear. Yeah, cliff edges. This is what I'm also thinking. So here's my secondary thing for the same thing. That's also not going well. What? Oh, yeah. This is running on 100% because I just scaled it down to whatever is coming in. I didn't even try. I just was like, well, it's fine. It needn't be. I can just do it like this as well. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's check if we reached 100% up there now. Hey. Whoop. Now that's cool. That's a good change. No, but I also want to see my character look differently and cool, you know? Like, ooh, I got a new cape. That looks new and different and cool. That's what I really liked about MMORPGs, because there's just so much stuff. Okay, we're at 100% efficiency now. We fixed this thing with math. With the power of the math. Fantastic. Very good. Okay. So what's the next thing I need to do with my satisfactory life? I mean, I could get on the phase 2 building stuffs. I think. Maybe. Me getting the worst equipment because one that looks cool. Yeah. There's a special helmet you can find on the map. And that special helmet does what? It does what? Accidental Bavarian. I want to check my coal storage there. Cosmetic. Alright, okay. So this is my coal storage. Chat. Meet coal storage. Coal storage. Meet chat. Let me see if it's actually filling up anywhere. Nope. Is it filling up anywhere in here? Yep. Very, very slowly but surely it's filling up. So this is the highest thing I've built so far, besides the space elevator. You think I'm gonna die falling down here?
Second just redeemed. Down pointing finger. Do 12x scrots.
Look. We can see everything from up here.
Second just redeemed. Raised hand.
Nearly everything anyway.
Cherry pickers.
Alright, I'm just not even gonna ask. I'm just gonna go start. Ah, damn, you do the rolling, of course. It'll certainly hurt. Ding ding. Okay, double dice roll. Let's see what we got
Flex
tonight.
biceps. Do 14 times 6 kilograms bicep curls.
So first roll is a 2.
Rookie second just redeemed. Dice.
And the
Roll
second is also a
dice.
2. That's not good. A 7. A 7 and a 2. Let's see what we got for you tonight. On the 7 and the 2.
Rookie second just redeemed.
Light
Dice.
color.
Roll the dice.
You get to pick a light color, rookie. And you get to ask an Emperor lore question. So Lucky Alien, how much would you tell about your alien self? Like how much is there to learn? Because you could implement something like that. Someone can redeem asking a question about Solaki Alien. Learn and all about your species. What is my favorite movie? That is a hard question. I like that you keep coming with these seemingly simple questions. Teal it is. That is about as teal as it goes. It is more greenish than tealish, but that's teal. My species is dead. I'm also dead. Yeah, okay. That's a cool fun fact. Jesus. Okay, favorite movie. I'll do the workout first, then I'm gonna go speak about that because it's very difficult for me with these things. I have watched a lot of movies in my life. It was at a time my main hobby. And there are many that I consider very good. I mainly have like top contenders for their specific genre, kinda. It's more like it. I couldn't even say like top 3 overall. It's very hard for me. It also depends so much on mood and stuff. Okay, workout time. Anyone who wants to do it alongside with me can do this now. We start with the squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Also, why is your species dead? That sounds harsh. That sounds horrible. And 14 curls. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Done on the curls, so 140. Nice. I'm not sure how it happened, but there was a flash of light that filled the sky and I found no other survivors or non-survivors. So you're alone? Like entirely alone except for Naila? It's crazy. That's not cool. You can become an honorary member of the Empire. An ally to the Empire, at least. We'll adopt you. There we go. Cherry pickers. Boop. Let's go on the cherry pickers. Not alone, since I got a connection to my human that I possess. Alright, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I think you should have a redemption for Solaki alien lore. There's a lot to learn. See? Maybe consider that. Down there, that pink box, by the way, is my personal storage where I throw things in. Oh boy. This is getting harsh. Perhaps. That's good enough for me. And 3 more seconds. Oh dear. Oh, there we go. Okay. Favorite movie. So fantasy wise, I think do the jump. Are you not supposed to discourage people from jumping? Okay, fine. We'll do the jump. Oh dear, oh dear, oh no, oh boy. Survive a fall on 1 health point. We did it. Achievement unlocked. That's crazy. Thank me later. You knew that was gonna be exactly on 1 health point? You knew that? Anyway, favorite movie. Back to the topic at hand. While I stand atop my Tower of Lies, I had an inkling. Very cool. So for fantasy, it's probably the Lord of the Rings. I've watched it very much, a whole lot. But like I'm kind of, you know, I've watched it enough. Like there's very little for me to see again in it. Another really cool movie that is like historical drama, let's say, is Gangs of New York. That's, I think, is a very underrated movie, and it's a really, really good one. Historically wartime, Saving Private Ryan, probably. By the way, see the manta ray? Yeah, that thing. Is there one closer? No. Yes. Another. This can also give and achieve. All right. Another fun movie that I like from time to time, but I always cry at the end, is Forrest Gump. Honestly, I quite like Tom Hanks as an actor. He has done some really cool stuff, and he's not yet too involved in scandals, so you can still kind of like him without feeling horrible about it. Him and his work. Then let's see. I mean, sci-fi has probably a whole lot, but I couldn't think of what my favorite. I actually can think of what my favorite sci-fi movie is. It's Star Wars Rogue One. I like it because the cool thing about it is it's just the background story to a scene of like 3 seconds in the original, where Princess Leia gives R2D2 the disc with the information on the Death Star. And how that information was obtained is an entire movie. And it doesn't have a happy ending, which I like. Everyone dies, which I like. It's like the happy part about the ending is that the sacrifice was worth it. Eventually. And I really, really like that because especially Star Wars and these big franchises shy away so hard from killing their heroes. Oh my god, spoiler alert. Listen. Yes. Suffer. This is how it is. Okay, now I want to go find power slugs because this is great. We're so fast now. We can go find the slugs. Let's go find us the slugs. I like slugs. Yeah. So that's why I really love that movie. No happy end. All kind of bad. All kind of horrible. Schlag. Where's the defender of the Schlag? For a second I was like, oh, this is gonna be easier too now. Nope. Not if I play like I do. So what are you all's favorite movies? Are you better at making a choice than me when it comes to favorite movie? Or are you all also plagued by indecision because there are so many good ones? I now make my own power shard. That is a satisfactory feeling. Wait, you at some point you don't need the slugs no more? That's cool. Have you got to tier 2? Tier 2 of what? The slugs? Yes. The yellow slugs. Oh, what do you mean? Tier 2 of what? I haven't seen this place yet. Correct, although I still find the slugs. Just because it's fun to find the slugs? Or the milestones of satisfactory? Yes, I have. We're working on, I don't know, 3, 4 something. I think I got to turn off the animal aggression though at some point. Like, it's not quite as fun as I would hoped it would be. So not everything has been built horribly yellow anymore. No, everything is... I got sucked into the wiki. No, the coloring sadly doesn't work as well as I would like it. Like, you can't just set the color for something you build. You always build yellow first, and then you have to recolor it. And that is a little bit annoying. Or I haven't figured out how to properly do it. That might also be the case. That might actually be way more realistic than what I just said. The void is calling for us. Oh dear. This thing might kick us down there. If I jump down there, I want to do it because I chose, not because I was kicked by a creature that chose for me. I hope there's no spider creatures in here. I don't like them. Oh. Okay. Options. Gameplay. Where is it? Creature hostility. Passive. Apply. Confirm. I just don't want to be swarmed by these things. Like, it's very disconcerting to be swarmed by these things. My least favorite enemy here. I mean, all of them are kind of boring. Really. But that's not what this game is about anyway. Might as well turn them to passive. When people ask me about my favorite thing X, I suddenly kind of remember many instances of thing X, and I panic and I pick for a few things that, unless it comes a question, I practice enough. I can relate so hard to this. I can relate so hard to this. But it's also because I never really think about what my favorite is of a thing, you know? Like, I just do whatever. Whatever I feel like. In the moment. This looks nice. That's very pretty. Can I say pretty much for certain that my fave sci-fi film is 2001, A Space Odyssey? Nice. Oh, no. We're not able to do, nope. Not yet. Not yet. Other categories I have to think longer on. I mean, I just really like Star Wars because it's basically space fantasy, right? And I love fantasy, so that works well for me. Oh dear. I'm happy I turned this off. Purple slug! Gather all 3 slug types. You big thingy. Okay, this takes way too much to kill. Why you no pick the mushrooms? Because I'm a silly goose. I didn't think I should, or could, or would. You think I should switch over to being a VTuber as well? To become a PNG tuber? Could be your first commission. Set me up with an avatar of the Emperor. Has anyone ever done that? Become a VTuber after not being a VTuber? I feel like this is like a choice you make when you start the game. It can be either or. You can't switch. I mean, you can un-VTuber yourself, but can you go the other way? Is that allowed? I feel like I'm breaking laws just thinking about it. Social conventions. I'm gonna be outcast by speaking such heresy. Mushrooms are important for like research, right? I probably think I heard about somebody who claims to have been a VTuber after getting fed up with doing makeup every time when they stream. If I ever get asked, this will be the exact reason I give. Correct. It has a whole tree in the mam. Okay, this one I can't pick up. It's not allowed. It's the sacred mushroom. It's the last mushroom. We have to leave it for our siblings. I mean, we could always return, find more. We don't have to pick up all the mushrooms. I want to go explore a little bit more. Let's see what is behind more corners in this world. I don't know if they can be harvested. Okay. Sure. Yep. Looks good. Gives you mycelia too. Also a lot of VTubers that have turned into regular streamers. Yeah. I feel like if I start out as a regular streamer, then people are gonna be less sad when I face reveal. Boom, we both did a learn. I feel like I've done this before, but I just completely forgot that the mushrooms are an important thing here. But yes, I agree. We have both learned here together. And it also gets the small ones, so it makes the pickup a lot easier. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, how to get there? Gotta build us a thing to get to the stuff. That's not how that will go. No, that's not gonna work. That might work. How do I switch that thing to the build mode thing again? R. The zoop mode. So we can zoop this down here. Let's see if this is gonna work. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Another one to ban. Thank you, meat sauce. I appreciate it. Hey, that worked. We got it a power slug. Nom 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 nom. Gobble it up. Power slug in our belly. Can I also zoop this back in? Or can I only do these? Mass dismantle. Hold left CTRL. Oh dear. Cool. I learned something new. I haven't mass dismantled anything yet. So Lucky, would you elaborate on? I think I gotten a little bit of an idea in your streams already, but why choose VTubing? Use that saw. We are. Except right now, there's nothing left. Now that you said it, you jinxed us. No mushrooms to cut down no more, but a nice power slug for us to slurp up. Are they like mobs? Yeah, the little critters that we just passed, these things, but I just set them to passive. I don't think you can use this on these. Nope. For these, we have this thing. This big-ass stun baton sword thing. But I just turned them to be passive friends and... missed opportunity. Oh well. Not really what this game is about. Yeah. As Mitsuo says, not that sort of game. Slurp. Slorpled up. The power slorp. Wait. There's another one somewhere here. Where though? Probably way above us. My face is too beautiful to show anyone. I bet you deprive the world of beauty and elegance. Speaking of which, anyone here like musicals? Because I quite like musicals when they're historical, like Hamilton or Les Miserables. I don't like musicals if they're not. Like, I don't care so much for regular old musicals. I do like me my... What's this? Can I cut you? Oh, that's also mushroom stuff. Okay, good thing we turned these off. Oh boy, that would have been a death sentence right here. This whole place. Alright, okay. Bulbous plants. We like that. Honestly, using an avatar like that is a fascinating way to express myself artistically, and I also do not want to be recognized by the people I know IRL. Appreciate that. See, except for my colleagues at work, nearly no one knows me IRL. Like, I have more online people I know than the other way around. Good evening, self-medicating pony. How are you doing tonight? This is satisfactory. If you have any sort of question whatsoever, be welcomed to ask. Oh, what the heck is that? What is this? Oh, is the steam vents for steam power? Nitrogen gas. Okay. Mark the spot for later. Yeah, I think I will. I'm doing well, getting over a bad cold, but that's life. How are you? Oh, that's so sad. I'm so sorry to hear it. Get well soon, or as we say in Germany, gut Besserung. Or if we say in Norway, gut Bedring, which is basically the exact same thing, which is, I hope your recovery goes well, basically. So this is hydrogen. Which is, I don't know, this. It's like I can... hydrogen. Oh, thanks. We're doing well. It's not hydrogen. It's nitrogen. Gee. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Can I edit this? Am I allowed to edit this? Okay, we'll just put another one there. And one of these is correct then at the end. Nitrogen. There we go. See, that's better. Yeah, we're doing good. If you can, if you have the time, if you are in the right time zone next Monday, drop on by. We're gonna go play some TTRPG, which I'm making up as we go. Together with chat. I'm trying to build a TTRPG system that you can play with chat on Twitch or larger groups of people with where not everyone has like a character sheet, but rather everyone is part of a pantheon of gods, or in our case, in the first test run, the High Council of the Empire directing the people, the adventurers, trying to lift the curse on our dear beloved Rocco Rex, who is currently turned into a pumpkin. And of course, he needs to be saved. It's so nice not to have to fight for these spaces no more. That's cool. Quick wire, heavy modular frame. I don't think I should be here. Repairs needed. What you mean? Cooling system. Okay, fine. Guess I should also mark this place. Huh? I'll just mark this with the stamp. Can I mark this with the stamp? There, crash site. It's fair enough. What does a pod need? A cooling system, which is not something I even know how to do yet. So not really something to worry about for the foreseeable future or ever. Because I honestly do not know if I'm ever going to go play as far as that would require me to get. I'm a crash site with the goods it needs. That sounds like a very smart plan. Maybe I should do that as well at some other point in time. So I know what to take in the future. Yep. I don't think I'm going to play this all that far, honestly. I had a good time with it, but I don't see myself sinking in hours upon hours making more and more complex factories and stuff. Like, I just don't see it. I will dabble here and there, but not much, I think. This looks really nice, though. That's pretty. Will I ever be able to get back to my base this route? We'll just have to go and see now, don't we? Also, anyone who's not yet doing so, go help out Solaki Alien, give them a follow, and check out their streams. Absolutely fun. Amazing artist, and very chill. Very chill community. Let's grow together here. Let's share the everything. Also, Solaki Alien needs a little bit more support to reach affiliate soon. But they're getting there. They're getting there. I'm no way famous, but I stood out while studying. The country is small and the software engineer circles are not huge, and I still want to be able to find jobs without having to explain random co-workers' potential and doing silly things on stream. That's a very fair point. Yeah, that's a very fair point. I get that. I was very, very apprehensive about it as well in the beginning. Like, when I started out, ooh, that's the first one I found like this. I think I already followed Solaki. Yeah, you did. And I appreciate that. Thank you for supporting other similarly small-sized streamers that need the support. I appreciate that. Mighty big of you. And since we're at it already, let's get the Bruce. Oh, I can't. I have to wait for a little bit. But Bruce is gonna get another shout out as well. Well, I don't know if you appreciate more. I mean, 2 of your fellows also did give me a follow and stuff, so it's very cool. Like, it's all working. We're all getting places. Oh, these things still go explode even though they can't hurt me anymore. That's cool. That makes it much easier. Ooh, there's even more quartz here. What's this? I haven't seen that before. Is that an enemy too? Okay, no, that runs away, so I'm not gonna go kill it. If it runs, it ain't no enemy. Ain't no enemy of mine. Okay, so I'm guessing eventually we're gonna need a lot of silica. Because we can now find quartz here. Is this a hot spring? A geyser, normal. Is that an important thing? Following costs nothing. Indeed. I mean, depending on who you're following, it might cost you your dignity, but not with the people I'm suggesting. Yep, silica is key for making aluminium. Wait, is it aluminium or aluminum? I feel like it's aluminium because there's that amount of eyes in it. And not aluminum. Gases can give free power. Oh, that's cool. Free power, we like that. Free sounds good. Power sounds also good. Oh dear, can I get... Where am I from? What's happening? Did I have a stroke? In here somewhere? Emperor is clearly Austrian. Okay, them's fighting words. Austrians are even worse with their right-wing shenanigans right now than the Germans. Okay, let's say equally worse. Equally bad. Okay, meat sauce. I'm gonna say it again. Aluminium is number version 1. Aluminium. Version 2 is aluminum. Is it version 1 or 2? That is correct. I think aluminum is the American bastardization. And it's actually aluminium. You asked if it's aluminum or aluminium. Yeah. I think I made myself clear. I don't know. Okay, we've made it back to our base. Sorta. Kinda. Is this gold? Are you gold? No. Near enough. Emperor is clearly Austrian. I can only shake my head. I can only shake my head at this. Austrian. I mean, that's an actually it's a very interesting thing. So Lucky, you say that, right? Your country is pretty small. It is. I sometimes do forget that Germany is actually pretty big in terms of population density. Like, we have a lot of people in our country. That's not so common. I mean, Norway has like 5 million. Finland has like 5 million. Even Austria has, I think, 8 million or something. A tenth of Germany. Or 7 even. Population-wise, they are very, very small countries. That's kind of insane. Full. We like that. And these two should also be full. Yep. Alrighty, we're getting close to the end for the stream for tonight. Anyone has a raid target that they would like to suggest for us? I'm happy to take suggestions tonight. Ideally, someone our own size. Someone, you know. Not someone way too big. Much bigger. I would totally raid you. Oh. Yourself? I can't raid myself. But I've made the experience, like, if you go to people who have, like, 50 plus, sometimes they just don't really interact anything with raid. That's a bit sad. Keep playing? No. I have work tomorrow. I can't. I cannot. We need like 5,000 more live viewers at any given point to maybe get there. Then we can think about it. Lol, Double Danger Dad. Yeah, we haven't been to him. We haven't visited him in a while. Could do. Could do. But first, let me get you a shout out there. Perhaps they're just wankers. CK3 9 viewers. Yeah, that's a good one. Thanks, man. You're totally welcome. Do It For Bruce is the largest content creator we know, and he has been good to us. And with where I'm trying to help So Lucky Alien, it's just kind of paying it forward from Bruce. The fact that you sometimes... Yeah, you are. What are you saying? You have what? 11,000 subscribers on YouTube? That's huge. That's the biggest influencer type person I've ever personally interacted with. Like you're my role model. Fat. And it is big. Like 10,000 is crazy. You can fill like a very small stadium with that. The biggest I ever made was 1,000. That's the biggest I ever gotten. Very small stadium. Yeah, sure. Maybe a Finnish stadium. But still. And I'm also impressed that you find the time to hang out in other streams as well. I'm sure you're not just hanging out in ours, but like I'm trying to do that as well more. Because first of all, it's kind of fun. And second of all, you learn stuff. How to do things a little bit better and stuff. Okay, we're closing up shop for tonight. We're gonna go over to raid Double Danger Dad. Give them a little visit, and we're gonna be back on Thursday with Crusader Kings 2. So, sorry, no, Crusader Kings 3 adventure mode. So be sure to follow us there, to come visit us there. Talk to you over on the Discord in the meantime, and see you on your streams, and see you hopefully on Thursday. Have a good week until then. Be careful, take care. If you're sick, get well soon, and if you're about to get sick, don't. Let's start that raid. Let's get that gathered, where we can go say hello to the Double Danger Dead. Dad, not dead. Dear me. Alrighty, off we go. Thank you all. See you on the next one. Thank you so much for hanging out and being a good bunch of peoples. Bye.